Yom Tov. Today is Thursday, the second day of May 2019, and I'm all excited. Going to go see Avengers Endgame this afternoon. But that's not what we're talking about today. I play golf. I love golf. I've played it my whole life. I play in a league on Monday. We do 9 holes, and on Wednesdays I play 18 holes, full game. And I get to play with the same guys on both days. Now, I too often get really angry with myself when I screw up a shot, or maybe more like 2 or 3 in a row. And I'd like to say that this explosive anger that I demonstrate is not typical for me in the other areas of my life. Normally, I am pretty patient with most things. I asked my wife, she said that was true, so it's true. Golf, however, gets under my skin in an instant. Before I know it, I am thrown out of the cart, and my evil twin brother Skippy takes over my game. Now, Shaul, that nice guy Paul, the tent maker from Tarsus, he tells us in Ephesians 4:26 that we should not sin in our anger. But the anger he's talking about is not being pissed off when I follow a great drive with a duff chip. All right, that's not the kind of anger that Shaul's talking about. However, that doesn't justify throwing a club, or, well, what I've actually forced myself to do instead of throwing the club now is wham my golf club bag with the club. By the way, yesterday when I was playing, I bought some cookies and I had them in a pocket in my golf bag, which I wanted to eat during the turnaround. I'm sorry, for those of you who aren't familiar with golf, turnaround means there's a break you take between the 9th hole and the 10th hole. So, during the front 9, yeah, I got angry times for messing up some shots, and I whammed my bag with the club a few times. Well, when I went to eat the cookies, I discovered that I had smashed the cookies, and now I had nothing but a bag full of crumbs. Karma. Now, I have prayed, really, I have, asking God to help me to take away this stupid, energy-wasting anger. But He hasn't really done anything. And it's not that He should, because this is something that I do, and therefore it's something I need to stop doing. My golf buddies understand, and they are all much better at maintaining their composure than I am. And that just makes me feel even worse about myself. So why do I get so mad when pretty much the way I'm playing golf is the way I should be playing golf? I mean, really, I'm not on the PGA Tour and never will be. I'm a bogey plus golfer. All right, and for those of you, again, not familiar with the terms, bogey is 1 stroke over par, which is what you're supposed to get. And so being bogey plus means normally I'll score a bogey 1 or maybe 2 strokes over par on each hole. So my normal score for 18 holes is going to be in the maybe mid to high 90s. And most of the times, I will get mad, then I'll relax, of course. I'll get mad, then I'll relax. And I do this on and off during the game. And most of the times at the end of the game, I find out my score after 18 is what it should be. And I have to ask myself then, what did I get so mad about? I played my normal game. Now here is where God does help me. He uses that still quiet voice talking to me in the back of my head, telling me the reason I get mad is because I am prideful. I think I should be a better golfer than I am. And I know I can be. So when I am not doing as well as I think I should, my pridefulness takes over, and I get frustrated at myself, and that results in anger. I mean, really, frustration. Pridefulness leads to frustration. When you don't live up to your expectations, that makes you angry. And right now, my friend Frank, right? He's bobbing his head up and down in agreement with me, aren't you, Frank? Yes, you are. So, now that I know what the problem is, I should be able to fix it, right? Wrong. Knowing what is wrong is a good start. But that's all it is. It's a good start. I know where to begin humbly with my God, walking humbly with my God. That's Micah 6:8, okay? But how far can I walk humbly before I backslide? With people, I can go miles and miles. With golf, I don't get much past the 3rd hole. And here's the worst part. I know it's only a game. My life won't change if I score over 100 or if I score under 90. I'm sure if I don't get mad, my friends will feel much less intimidated, and I will feel much better if only I can get a handle on this anger thing. I do not want to manage it. I want it to go away completely. I always pray for self-control. And God keeps telling me, this is something I need to learn on my own. And I understand that. It isn't that God isn't willing to help me, but He won't do it for me. God has taught me that I must find the strength to overcome my sinfulness. And I can do that by calling on the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, not to change me, but to remind me I need to change and to warn me when I start to wander off the path of righteousness. It all comes down to free will, our God-given right to choose. I can choose to get mad, or I can choose not to get mad. God leads me. He shows me the way. He tells me how to act and instructs me what to do. But in the end, I am responsible for my actions, and that is why God will not control me. The same goes for you. Our God is a God of action. He wants us to walk with Him, not sit around waiting for Him to do it for us. If I want to be less prideful, which I really do, I need to walk in humility. I need to keep myself in check, and I need to remember to work on it. God will help me by reminding me, by having people like my friend Frank, who reminds me, in my life help me, and by letting me screw up and embarrass myself, so maybe, just maybe, I will think twice the next time before I do the same stupid thing again. It doesn't work all that well with me. And I don't think I'm the only person with trouble managing anger in one way or another. And I'm thankful, actually, that I lose control mostly only with my golf game. But, folks, that's no excuse to allow it to continue. What makes you angry? Is it a godly anger, or is it prideful? We all, each of us, need to ask ourselves this question when we feel the rage beginning. And then we must try to stop it before it's even noticeable. This is what I have to do more earnestly for myself, and I will still pray for God to help me. Yeah, it sounds so easy, doesn't it? Just don't get mad. If only it was really that easy. So, thank you for being here. Please don't forget to subscribe in the corners here. Click on the icon, subscribe. Also, go back to the website. In the right-hand margin, click the subscribe button, subscribe there. And I really appreciate you being here. Hey, I welcome comments, I welcome suggestions, and I even welcome disagreements. All I ask is that you be nice. So, I promise, no spoilers in the next couple of postings. And I just thank you again for being here very much. So, Lehitrot, and Baruch Hashem.